Okay, so opportunities in Command. So basically, opportunities in Command is how you submit all of your documents to the MC and get paid. So you can track your commission through it, get documents put in, all kinds of that stuff. Step one, of course, getting into Command, but the actual step one, heading over to contacts and confirming that you have a contact for this person. So if you don't have a contact, and let's say you're already, and you're not planning on using Command as a CRM, you're just planning on using the opportunity side or the input side, you can add the contact and just add their name. Or if you already have the contact, you don't need to add a new one, you can use the contact you previously had. Point is, you need a contact to move forward. Head over to opportunities, and before we talk about creating one, I want to quick go over the tracking and the GCI tracking and this here. So these can track all of your appointments in everything from cultivation, aka before the appointment. So if someone is a hot or a nurture or stuff like that, they can be in here. Then appointment, active, under contract, and closed. You can do that for buyers, listings, and they have a leases system as well. So if I pop in here, I can show you. In the cultivate phase, there are 3 stages: watch, nurture, and hot. And if you want to add separate stages, say you have a lot of say you have watch, nurture, and hot, and then you have a really hot, or you have ones that you're really keeping up with, and that's just how you do your business. If you hit edit stages up here in the upper right, that allows you to edit all of these stages and add new stages if you wish. So the names and the numbers are all editable. These probabilities are conversion rates. So say you only get 5% of your people from hot into your business and to closing. So what you do is you go here into the next stage. So once you do is you go into hot, edit that to say 5%, and then you would know that you can, and then when you put in people in hot, the GCI calculator will automatically calculate based upon how many people are in there versus how many you get out on average, what you can expect your GCI to be over the next time period, over the next however many months. And you can do that with all cultivate, appointment, active. You can edit that with all of these. So say you're in active and you don't really work with, let's say you don't really work with buyers, you only work with listing people, you have a buyer's agent you send buyers to, you can just delete the showing thing. Or if you don't work with listings, you can just delete the staging thing and it goes straight to showing, negotiations, and so on and so forth. So now that we've reviewed all of that, and these are just the ratios and activity, you can track that as well in the future. So here you can see I'm tracking potentials that I had, or these are actually my examples, but yeah. So what you do is you hit create opportunity. Market Center is already selected for you. If you have a team, you can select it. Opportunity, buyer, listing, landlord, or tenant. Client, this is where you search for the client name. So for example, I have Ali Faye in mine. Say she's selling her home, so Ali Faye. You name the opportunity here. So if you have any organizations you'd like, you can say last name dash listing or whatever you'd like to call it. Custom tags are if you want to track certain information about all of the opportunities. So if you wanted to track every opportunity that was something that came from church, or if you wanted to go back and see at the end of the year how many people you got from this new program. So let's say marketing. You are trying a new marketing strategy and you want to track everyone you've gotten from marketing in the past year. As you're going through, you can just custom tag them as marketing and then go back and review them later. Estimated close date, if you don't have one yet, you don't have to put it in, but if you do, may as well. Estimated listing price if you're there yet, and commission rate once you have documents signed. And here's where you pick the phase and stage. So again, cultivate, appointment, and active. And in active, you can only go up to negotiations, because once you go into negotiations, then you'll have to go into the opportunity, which I'll show you in a second, and accept the offer the offers that are given. So we can hop in that right now. So we have right here, Ali Faye listing, active, and negotiations. Create opportunity. Okay. These are all the details, as it says in details, of your opportunity. So address, any custom tags you have, time frame, estimated close date, all those kinds of things are right here, including if you want to have a seller's worksheet, that's right there. Move on to documents. This is where you submit documents to the MC. I will be looking into this in depth right now. So this also involves, I will be going over the DocuSign stuff here too. So these are listed, under contract, and closed are the 3 tabs that are here. So listed is all the listing documents. On buyers, this will say buyer's docs or something to that effect. This is just all the listing documents, KW disclosure, right to list, full listing contract, MLS input, certification withhold, all those kinds of things. And you have to submit each of these individually with this button. So once you submit listed, if you're submitting it all at the same time, you're submitting listing contract and purchase agreement at the same time, or in a more frequent case, buyer agreement and PA at the same time. You submit listing stuff and then submit PA. You have to submit them both. And when you get closing documents, you have to submit that as well. They are separate things and you need to submit them individually. Now, it may look like a hassle to add everything individually like this, but what you can do is with the new partnership with DocuSign, if you hit start a transaction right here, right now it'll say like partner with DocuSign or something to that effect if you don't have an account. But once you have an account and you hit start a transaction and hit DocuSign, give it a second to load, it will pop up in a new tab, ask you to sign in, and once you sign in, you will get here. And this is the new room. It just created a room for you, automatic, super easy. All you do is you click right here, add from your computer, and click the document you want to add. So let's say I want to add this command rundown. And let's say these are all the listing documents, so you can add everything there. But let's say this one document is all the listing documents, or it's like 4 of the PA documents and you need to split them up. Click on it. The preview is being built, but that's not important. The document is there. Then you hit Document Actions, hit Split, and then the pages will show up on the right, and splitting it will show up on the left. So we'll give it a second to load. Tell you what, I will hop into a different room and show you with one that was working earlier. That'll be easier. But yeah, when you split it, you'll be able to see on the right-hand side, it'll be a lot of pages, and it will be very simple actually to split it. I think it's one of the best split things I've ever seen. So that is nice. Must have been the other one. I just want to make sure you get a look at it now. If you want, you can skip ahead, you know, to whenever we're moving on to the next part. Here, click on that again, and document action split. There we go. Now it's loading it, and you can just add as many documents as there are. So let's say you have the PA arbitration. Say there's a personal property agreement, which don't exist anymore, and new construction, something like that. Not exactly a addendum, but you know. And if you mouse over these documents, you will actually zoom in. So if you can't quite read this, what you can do is you can zoom into the top of the page and see what it says, or zoom into the specific text. It just zooms wherever your mouse is on the document, which is super convenient. So once you have that all split, let's say 1 to 2, 4 to 6, 7 to, how many pages are here? 38. Then you just hit save, and it will split the documents into 4 individual documents. Then you will have, as it'll show you, 4 individual documents, and it keeps the original as well. So once we have those split, all you do is hit add a file, go to DocuSign, and then since this is a different one, these don't pop up, but when you do split it, you'll be able to just search for them all here, and they will all be right there, and you can just select, upload, easy peasy. Again, and if you would, additionally, if you would like to track things that aren't required, you can create custom folders. So say there's other documents that you have them signed that aren't specifically related to listing or under contract, or it's just stuff you don't want to submit to the MCs, you can create a custom folder and save it in there. That way you have the opportunity to save it without actually submitting it. That is all of documents. On to offers. This is where you will, in listings, you have the opportunity to compare multiple offers, or with buy, or if you don't want to compare, you can just add one offer, the final offer, and move on from there. All you do is hit the Add New Offer button, final offer, create it there, and then you just go through. First you sign in, because it makes you sign in on occasion. Be hopping back into listing in just a sec. You can skip ahead to whenever I get back there. Okay, back we are. Final offer. Enter. And then here we are. So here you can name it again if you want to change the name. The offer date and the close date, put those in. Put in the you need the buyer's and the seller's name. So let's say Ryan Smith is the buyer, and then your information automatically fills here, and you put in the other agent's name. So Agent Guy. add them. All you need is the names, but if you'd like, you can keep more information for tracking purposes. Add in the terms, so let's say it's $20 cash and $300 financing, $4,300 financing. And then it will give you the final sale price. You can add in earnest money if you'd like, and all of this, or you can just add in the terms and then move forward. Pros, cons, and summary, you can just skip or add it if you'd like. And once you add the offer that is accepted, you accept the offer and you unlock the commissions page. So, commissions page. This is where you'll be double checking all the information on the sale price, how much your commission is, and then looking at how much you'll be getting paid. So again, this is just pulling from this right here, is pulling from up here. So if you want to change this, you just change these numbers. And this is when you will, when you are getting paid. You can add a co-broker payment here, add a note to the MCA here, and then this is where you are as an agent. So the way that you add a second agent, I know it's been asked a lot, is you need to change these two numbers to half and then manually calculate half commissions. But you'll want to wait for things to load. So change this down to half, give this part on the right a second to load. Once that's fully done, you'll get a red error message saying you need to fix this. That's fine. Now take 129 and cut that in half. For convenience, I'm just going to call that 65. Give that a second to load. And then scroll down here to the bottom and hit Add Agent. You can pull any agent from the office. It automatically imports them from the roster from KW's side. Let's say I want to add Peji. He's the other agent on this. And I want to give him half, which means I need to give him 65 out of the 130. Give it 1 second to load on the right there. And then move this up to 0.5. Give it a second to load. And then the red error messages will go away. This one, since I am short, or since I am up 40 cents, I will change it right here. And then when it updates, I think I need the red error message, but if I do 0.4, that should help. But yeah, when you enter it in, once you have it split exactly, it will be right as you need it to. Actually, you need to have it to 0.6, I believe. Either way, the red error messages, once they're all gone and went away, and then once you have your documents all submitted, which you also need to do, once you have documents submitted and you have everything set up here with no red error messages, you'll be able to hit this button and submit the final commissions page to the office, and that will confirm all of these numbers on the right. Yeah, so I'll give it one last once over. That is everything with opportunities as far as creating them, tracking them, and then getting the commissions page and multiple agents set up. Obviously, if you have any questions about it or anything doesn't look right, you can feel free to come talk to me, and I will always be happy to help out with any questions that you have throughout getting stuff submitted. So thanks for watching, and hope to see you soon.